Hey guys, what's going on? Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Let me do a review of a vintage fragrance. Vintage, what I mean by vintage is the very first formulation of a fragrance, which is a very, I would say, rather legendary fragrance in Fragcom. I don't know about the rest of the world or general people how they perceive this fragrance, but when I started my fragrance game, I saw this fragrance being discussed everywhere, and every single reviewer, on most part, really loved this fragrance. And I have reviewed the first reformulated version of the fragrance, that was LIDGE. This is the first reformulation, which is actually I would say flanker of original Lanston de Guerlain EDT. So Lanston de Guerlain EDP, sorry, Extreme, and this is the EDT. So these two I had, these two also got discontinued. I reviewed them both. I'll put the links below, you can check it out. And I'm getting rid of both of these, and I'll show you the reason. The reason is the review today. The review is this bottle, the discontinued bottle, the very first batch of LIDGE, as more popularly known, Lanston de Guerlain Extreme, with the dark ridges. Okay, so I'll talk about this, and is it different enough, or is it worthy of having it? Why am I selling the other two? I'll let you know, and you'll have some idea. So first of all, if you're wondering where I got it, in Bangladesh, sometimes you get different shops, different kind of fragrances that are vintages. So I went to Masood Bhai's place, Perfume Bangladesh, and we were chit-chatting, looking at many fragrances. I bought many fragrances that day, and I just saw this packaging and asked him, is this the vintage? And he said yes. And he had two. One he kept for himself, and I took the other one. And of course, he wouldn't sell either one of them. I kind of requested him because I really wanted this fragrance. So thanks to Masood Bhai for this amazing gem, and I'm really glad, really glad I scored this bottle. It always feels good to own a vintage. So yeah, first of all, as I was telling you, let's start somewhere. This is the original fragrance, the first release, Lanston de Guerlain EDT, I believe. And this is more like a more fresher, kind of like more wearable, versatile version of the Extreme version. So this still is citrus up top, the orange, it has that cacao, chocolatey sort of patchouli. It's very masculine, kind of powdery, kind of like Dior Intense, but less sweet version of it, more mature version. So this is 125 ml, beautiful bottles these, all right? So this is the first one. I think this was very popular, and I think this is one of the Guerlain's best sellers as well. But now they have changed the bottle to like kind of like newer bottle design. If you know, I would say check out Sebastian Zara's review on these bottles. He did comparison between LIDGE, the first formulation, second formulation, and the new bottles. So he compared them. Really, I love Sebastian's work. So this is the first one. So they came out with this one, the Extreme. So what is the Extreme like? Here's the box, just like the other box. It's like this, beautiful. I like this kind of presentation. Looks very neat, reflective, 75 ml, and this EDP concentration, I guess, or Extreme should be EDP. Okay, it should be written below. Where is it written? This is made in France. I believe this EDP is not, I cannot find where it's written. Okay, it's made in France and stuff. Okay, so anyway, it's supposed to be EDP concentration. Guerlain logo up top. So this is the old box. This is the bottle. And if you see, compared to the next bottle, I put them side by side for you to see. Okay, how do I show it? Okay, so you can see the this one, the right hand side, this one has that clear side, but still pretty nice looking bottle. And apart from that, everything else is the same size, bottle design, and the bottom of the one I'm reviewing is black. This one is see-through. So this bottle is also hard to find now. If you can get this bottle even, it's a great fragrance still. So let me tell you how this one smells. The cap is really nice. I really love this bottle. It's awesome perfume bottle to, you know, own in your collection. Let's spray this. Let's go one spray. How many sprays? This fragrance, I'll go not more than 3 sprays. This is extremely strong, and it's beast mode, but the beauty of the fragrance is more on the dry down. Okay, so I will wear this in the cold weather time. I'm just smiling because I love this fragrance so much. Upon initial spray, it just made me happy. So the basic notes is almost the same as the first reformulation, this version. Comparing them side by side, since I'm gonna let it go. And the differences, let me tell you. First thing you get from these are a little bit more presence in the older one, like this one, the first formulation, LIDGE. And what you're gonna get is very strong sort of a orangey, bitter orange. If you can think of Terre d'Hermès, I would give you closest comparison of that orange note. This is a little bit more bitter orange, a bit more present than the first reformulation. And you also get kind of like a cacao, chocolate, patchouli. You get kind of like a dark sweetness from this. It's kind of like a chocolatey kind of a fragrance. And opening spray, you know, it's not going to be like a mass appealing kind of fragrance. Like what I mean by mass appealing is not a Bleu de Chanel or even Dior Intense offers the sweetness of iris and stuff. This one doesn't give you that. So this is more mature, really mature fragrance. It's really love or hate. I would say this is one of the more daring fragrances on the opening and the dry down also. So you gotta give it time. You have to be very patient with this fragrance. Either one if you buy, they're all both good deal. The difference I will tell you before I go on with the review. This one lasts 2 hours less than this one, and the opening wise, this is a little bit more darker. That's the difference between these two. But even if you get this version, you are like solid with good 6 to 7 hours with this. Really good projector and perform. I really like wearing this too. So this is not a bad one also. So coming to this one, who would like this? I think age level, I would say 35 and up, 30 and up, like that age range. If you like likes of Thierry Mugler Angel Man, Amin, if you like the darkness of that, I think this darkness kind of reminds me of that darkness. If you like, I think there's another fragrance called Cocorico from Jean-Paul Gaultier, which you never tried. I think that they say this is similar to that. And Dior Intense, why I keep saying it, it's not same as Dior Intense. Dior Intense is much more sweeter, much more playful. It has much more compliment factors written all over it. And even Valentino Uomo Intense, they have that darkness chocolatey. I think this is, you can kind of see Valentino Uomo Intense and this one in the same class because this has that dark chocolatey note, all right? But this is kind of like the bitter sweetness that it gives. It's like dark chocolate. If you like dark chocolate, this is a fragrance for you. It gives you so much confidence. That's what I love about it. If you wear it like Aventus, this, I would say La Nuit de l'Homme, I would say Dior Intense, they give you extreme confidence, okay? You can wear this with a suit and tie, no problem. You can wear it for a formal occasion, and I think professional work life, it can be a signature scent. Would you wear this in summer? I think you can. You know, there's one way. That is, if you live in an office environment, all the way you're gonna be in the AC environment, I don't see any problem wearing it. Even if Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, you can wear this, no problem. But this is extremely hard to find, rare to find. So if you want to hunt down a vintage of it, I would highly recommend it. If you can, get a bottle of this. But do not pay more than $100 for this. It's not worth more than $100. That is my honest take. If you see this is more than $100, $150, try this bottle. This one also is pretty damn good. This is hard to find also, but this is, I think it's going to be less than $100, okay? This version of LIDGE, first reformulation, okay? It's still pretty strong. It's just a tad bit fresher compared to this. So this one, it's amazing. I love Sebastian Zara's story that how he smelled this on a brother in a foreign land and he was amazed by the smell and he went and hunted down this fragrance. It's sometimes you need those stories to inspire you. This is, I think, inspired by Sebastian Zara. I saw Drag Dog Cody and his video with Becky, like before he got married to her. She absolutely hated it. She said, this is gross, why do you wear it? Interesting. So many reviewers have different kind of analysis on this one, but definitely check it out. LIDGE L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme, one of my most favorite fragrances, one of my signature scents. I think it suits my age properly and it's very masculine. It's like grows hair on your chest kind of a fragrance. Lovely. 10 for the masterpiece. Every single thing, there's no weakness in this. Perfection in a bottle. But only thing, try before you buy. Do not blind buy this fragrance. It may shock you. It may not be what you are expecting, right? So it's a love it or hate it kind of fragrance, but in my world it's 10. LIDGE, the very first formulation. There you go, review for it, and hopefully tonight I'll do some more reviews. Have a very nice day. Bye bye.